In this video, I want to show you a Reolink Wi-Fi video doorbell. This doorbell has a sleek black design with the camera at the top end and an LED ring around the push button at the bottom. It has a 5 megapixel 2K camera with a 2560 by 1920 resolution. It records at 20 frames per second, has a 134 degree horizontal field of view, and has a 97 degree vertical field of view. It has IR night vision, but doesn't have a spotlight, so there won't be any color night vision. It has a microphone and speakers for two-way audio, and it has human detection as well as motion detection. Apparently it also has pet detection, but I don't have a pet, so I can't test that out. It also supports RTSP, ONVIF, and it also works with Reolink NVRs, which is super cool. It has a microSD card slot for a maximum storage of 256 gigabytes. It also comes with a Chime unit that can be installed in a wall outlet, and the Chime allows you to adjust the volume between 0 and 117 decibels. Installing this doorbell is pretty straightforward. They give you a mounting plate to which the doorbell can be clipped, and a single angle wedge that can be used with the mounting plate to set the doorbell on a slight angle. First, I mounted the plate to my door frame with the provided screws. You'd put the wedge behind the plate if you were using that, but I'm not going to use it. Once it was mounted, I prepped the existing wires by adding the jumpers using the provided wire nuts. Before connecting it to your existing doorbell wires, you need to connect it to the power supply that's provided for setup. There are two screw terminals on the back where the power supply's connectors can be attached. It's not a bad idea to install your SD card at this point if you're going to use one. To get it to fit properly, I tucked the wire nuts up near the Ethernet port in the cavity on the back of the doorbell, and then I clipped the doorbell onto the plate. If you ever want to remove the doorbell, you can use the little pin tool that's provided and press on the bottom side of the doorbell, and it's going to pop the doorbell off. The only thing left to do at this point was to add a jumper into the existing Chimes box to bypass your regular doorbell chime if you're using the existing wiring. Once the doorbell is fully installed, you can take the auxiliary chime and plug it into a wall outlet. This chime is required if you want something to ring because this doorbell does not actuate your mechanical chime. This chime has options to change the volume as well as the chime sound.
Gonna give you to the count of 10 to get your ugly, yellow, no good keister off my property before I pump your guts full of lead.
On the device page in Home Assistant, you have controls for almost every setting, which is super cool, and it's much more fully featured than the Amcrest AD410, which I covered in a previous video. Anyway, thanks for watching. See ya.